You're fired!
The Bears end this season trash.
So much pain! So much pain!
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APWSPORTS signing in, and unfortunately, this is the last reaction for the Bears this season, and they ended in tragedy with yet another loss to finish the season at 6-11. That still sounds weird, but nonetheless, the Bears finished 6-11 with another loss to the Minnesota Vikings, and we didn't beat them this year. But this video, I'm not going to make it about Matt Nagy because he's already probably out the door. So I'm just going to speak specifically on this game. I'll have another video coming out later about Matt Nagy actually being fired whenever the news drops, which is, I hope it's soon. But before I get into this game, make sure you guys leave this video a like. That helps this channel to grow. And if you are a first-time viewer and you are not subscribed, click that subscribe button and notification bell so you will be notified of when I post. But let's dive into yet another Bears loss. Without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
This game, it really didn't mean anything, to be honest, coming into this game because you didn't have a lot of your young guys starting the game. The Bears have no playoff hopes. The Vikings had no playoff hopes. So this game was just basically a pride game. First half, the Bears defense was the Bears defense. They were playing well, getting out the Kirk Cousins, getting some stops, and just being a very good defense, a defense that we've become accustomed to seeing throughout this franchise history, playing some solid football, Roquan all over the field. And the offense, trash. Let's just say the least. The Bears had a ton of opportunities to score points. Ton of opportunities, not just to score points, but to put the ball in the end zone, and they did not do it. Settling for 3 field goals and did not score a single point in the second half. Not a single point. This Bears offense has been trash all season, and it proved case in point today. The red zone offense is terrible, and you cannot win games like that, and it's been like that all season, and today was no different. The Bears will get in the red zone, they go for it on 4th down, and I don't know, you had so many 4th and 1s, and they refused to use David Montgomery. They even had a 4th and 1 where David Montgomery wasn't even on the field, so he didn't pose a single threat for them running the football, because he is your bell cow. He is your physical running back, and you refuse to run him on 4th and 1 multiple times. And multiple times on 4th and 1, the play resulted in sacks. Sacks. And it's been like that all season. The red zone play calling for the Bears has been absolute terrible. Terrible. And it proved case in point today. So many 4th and 1s, so many red zone opportunities, and the Bears got away from running the football. You had it where you didn't even have David Montgomery on the field as a threat. That is just proof of the pudding that this offense is terrible. And on top of that, your offensive line hasn't been great. So why are you dropping back Andy Dalton so much when the strength of your team is running the football, and you don't run the football in short yardage situations, in 4th and goal, 4th and 1 situations, you don't run the football. That's just evident that this offense has been all season. They get away from the running game. So many opportunities to go for it and get plays on 4th down, and you run the football. But no, the Bears don't do it. It said they consistently throw, and throw when your passing offense is dead last in the NFL, but yet you're still throwing the football? How? How do you think you're going to be successful trying to do something that you've been unable to do all season, and you think it's going to continue to work when you keep doing it? And you've been unsuccessful at it all season, and you're going to keep throwing the football on 4th and 1 when you have David Montgomery, a very strong, powerful running back. Your offensive line has been moving people off of the line of scrimmage, and you keep throwing the football? That is the main thing about this play calling all season. It's been bad. Whether it's been laser opportunities or Nagy, play calling in red zone, tight yardage situations, it's been bad. And there's been a lot of wide receiver screens that you know is not going to pick up the yardage. On 3rd and long situations, you're throwing short wide receiver screens. On 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, instead of creating concepts to get your receivers open to convert first downs. And I don't want to spend too much time on this offense because it's going to be later on in this video. I'm going to talk more in depth about the offense, assuming this Nagy gets his behind fired, because it's coming soon. But nonetheless, the Bears' defense was a tale of two halves. The Bears defensively were a tale of two halves. They were getting after Cousins, slowing down this Vikings running game, slowing down this offense. And the second half, they couldn't do anything with them. And Eddie Jackson on the long bond of Justin Jefferson, what are you doing? You know Justin Jefferson is the deep threat and the weapon that the Vikings like to use in the passing game. And you just turn around and you're standing there instead of sticking to him, especially in a scramble drill for Cousins, and you're not locked on your man. You're literally standing there for an easy catch in the end zone for a touchdown. Now, the Bears defense was getting after Cousins. They were making necessary stops, but after a while, it just let up. It let up. This Bears defense reverted back to its inconsistencies. It reverted back to being an inconsistent defense, and which is why we finished the season with a 6-11 record and 3rd place in the NFC North. This team has been inconsistent all year. Defensively, it's been inconsistent all season long, and it's never been put together fully for full games all season. Angelo Blackson was the biggest spot, I think, in this defense today. He's quietly had a very solid season, and today was just proof of his productivity and his solid play. Angelo Blackson, I'm going to give him his roses now. He's had a very good season, filling in for injuries for Eddie Goldman not playing well, Akeem Hicks being out, and Mack being out. He had a very productive and solid season for that backup role. He played a really good season, played really nice today, and he's one of those players that you can have on your team and be a very valuable piece for your defensive line depth because he's been very productive and disruptive. So he's been a bright spot all season. This defense slipped coverage on another long touchdown. It seems like this defense let up in the second half, in my opinion. This defense did not play with that same ferocity. It did not play with that same heart in the second half. And they totally let up. And it's been games like this the entire season where the Bears let up. And defensively, I think for a good portion of the second half, the defense let up. The Vikings were getting boo birds because the Bears defense was playing so well, and then it flipped the switch. Offensively, they didn't make any adjustments to continue moving the football. The adjustments were not made. And defensively, you didn't adjust on the fly because in the beginning of the second half, you were still playing solid. You still had a lead, but you didn't make the necessary adjustments to what the Vikings adjusted to do. Because this game of football is full of adjustments. The Bears didn't do it. Offensively and defensively, and this is why you end the season 6-11. This is why you finish in 3rd place. This is why your offense, passing-wise, is dead last. This is why your defense has been inconsistent and unable to hold leads because of adjustments. The adjustments were not made, and this is what you're going to get from a team that does not make the necessary adjustments in game or second half adjustments. And it's basically a fitting way to end the Matt Nagy era. It is a fitting way to end the Matt Nagy era with a game like that. So I don't want to go too much deeper into this game because I'm just waiting and sitting here by my phone and waiting for the official word of Matt Nagy getting fired and whatever else is going to go on. So I'm not going to get, like I said in the beginning of this video and in the intro, I'm not going to get too deep into the Matt Nagy situation because I just wanted to talk about this particular game, react to this particular loss, this particular Bears game. And we went from first half looking solid to looking like the usual Bears team that we've seen all season long. And one of the longest season in Bears history and probably one of the most frustrating seasons in Bears history has come to an end. I know for me personally, it does suck. I'm not gonna lie, it does suck that I cannot watch the Bears anymore this year, but honestly, it's taken us Bear fans out of our misery of watching this team every single week and just having no expectations of what we're gonna see. But the expectation for me coming to this game was just to play hard. In the first half, they did that. The second half, I don't know what happened. It just looked like trash. But I don't have too much more to say about this game. We're going to wait on the evident news of Matt Nagy getting his walking papers. But leave this video a like. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. All of that good stuff. This is the last reaction of the season. I hate it that it has to be after a loss, but it is what it is with the Chicago Bears team. APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day. And I'll catch you guys in the Matt Nagy fire video, which will be coming soon. Peace.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Yeah!